Hello, Randy Rain here, and this guy is on its way to being the most famous Omnibot 2000 ever. Let me explain. This is
Robotic Garage.
You may have seen this Omnibot on LGR. This is the Omnibot 2000 that belongs to Ernest Cline. If you don't know who that is, he wrote Ready Player One. This was 100% never opened box when it started off with. There's even the shipping box that this thing comes in. And it had sat untouched this whole time. It's 100% complete, but when LGR did a video on it, it did not work. And that's where I come in. I'm going to see if I can get this thing working again because I'm pretty sure this guy knows Spielberg. The first thing I want to do is these switches. If they're not working, there's not going to be power getting to the motor. So, WD-40. And work it in. More than once, people have contacted me and they couldn't figure it out. Told them to do this, and it works perfectly. When the Omnibot 2000 starts up, it goes through a system check. And one of the things it's checking is in here. And so if this isn't working, then the whole thing's not going to work. Yeah, those are the best looking original tires I've ever seen. This is the motor that switches gears. Turns this one, turns that one. Then there's a worm drive. And then this switch has got to work. So, this comes out. That comes out. That looks really, really good. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that looks good. And that gear looks good. But that should be beeping. Yeah, that switch. There. What happens when I put some power to these guys? That one works. Okay, that one's working. Well, everything looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and put it back. If there's anything wrong, it was that switch. Well, let's keep moving on. That's the antenna. Here's something I'd like to verify. Here is the instructions for steering adjustment. You get this little screwdriver, little plastic screwdriver, and it tells you how to do it, right? And I'd just like to verify that there's not a damn thing connected to it. That's it right there. As you can see, there's absolutely no wires connected to it. But that's where you're supposed to adjust, right here. On the Omnibot, the regular one, there is something connected here. But for some reason, they ditched it on this one. They still left the instructions. Oh yeah, that's gone. Screw you. Also gonna The torso looks fine. I don't see anything, so let's move to the head. I found a cracked gear. Alright, motor's fine. Yeah, this all looks good. Just had that little cracked tin tooth in there. I knew I'd find at least one. This? Yes, that's it. Well, that one seems to work better. And why is there such a bad gap here? Okay, down to the arm, and it is another thing that goes through a system check. There's also a screw under here. There's a screw just like that one. But under that, oh well, let's just see about starting here. Which way should it come off? Just that way. Oh yeah, here's another one. That one was actually cracked. Not just starting, but completely cracked. That one feels pretty good, actually. Yeah, that one's still good, but I'm going to change it out anyway. Well, that looks good. Okay. Okay, spinning all the way that way. And bam. There. That would be closed. And the other switch gets hit by that thing right there. So I'm going to move it away from there. Okay, and then we'll use a hair dryer. More switches, and these have to be making connection. There you have it, a working Omnibot 2000. So the solution was just basically going through and making sure all the motors turn, all the gears are not broken, all the switches are working so that it can go through its operations and actually work. And it's mainly those switches. Those switches have probably been held open for 40 years or held closed for 40 years and just weren't operating or oxidized or something like that. You know, none of the electronics were broken with it, and that's probably like most of them. So most of them are going to be exactly that. So you ready to see it in action? Well, let's see, let's turn it on. You can see we can go forward. Oh, that's the arm. Spin the claw. Open the claw. Close the claw. We can turn right. We can turn left. We can change the gear so we can move slower. There's slow forward. Change the gear. And we'll go fast backwards. There's slow. Gear. Let's see, we have the head. The lights. Sound. So now when I turn it on, everything should reset. If it can't do that, it's not going to work. Even the intercom system works. I am the Omnibot 2000. So the tape deck seems to work better the more I use it, but I don't even know if these tapes are any good. These tapes are just as old as this thing is. So, I don't know. But everything else works great, and I'm kind of sad to see it go. I tried to spend as much time as I could with it before it had to go. We watched movies, played some games, went for a stroll outside. But let's not forget, it comes with a tray, and that's the next video, so stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, of course, hit the subscribe button. I want to thank these people. These are the patrons. These are the people helping me out. I couldn't do any of this stuff without them, so I thank them oh so very, very much. And if you'd like to become a patron, of course, there's links, and there's perks, and all that stuff. So check it out. Anyway, that was...
Garage.